Okay, a few weeks back, I was given the opportunity to create a video, a 6 to 7 minute video regarding any topic that I wanted. So I decided to talk about the topic that I personally think is the most important of every single topic on earth. Me. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you're about to hear 6 to 7 minutes of a single boy in UED102 ranting about himself. Clap your hands. Roll the intro.
Lights, camera, action.
The story originates in the 11th state of Malaysia, the land of black and white, the land most popularly known for its endangered sea life and rolled up fish meat. The story begins when one mother and one father loved each other so much they created the first child. And then they created the best child. I love my sister. She's the best sister in the world. This is not a disclaimer. I don't hate her. She saved me from drowning once, but yeah, that's for a different time. Continuing the story. When I was born, I was the cutest little boy, and then I grew up. Look at this guy. Look at him. Look at this. Look at this. That's me. That's me. That's awesome. That's all me, ladies and gentlemen. That's all me. This boy right here, who was born on 14th of May 2006, was then raised by his beloved parents. The boy was named Muhammad Rayhan Najmi bin Muhammad Zamani. He started growing a fondness towards Sakara Green and probably ate sand while growing up. Eventually, the boy got of age to enter school, where he begins the next chapter of his life.
All my fellas. All my fellas. All my fellas. All my fellas.
School life was pretty much the same for me as everybody else. The only notable difference that I could state is probably my minute height and weight. I mean, just look at me. I look like the size of a pebble. Look at that. Look at that. If I was blown away by a gust of wind, I'd fly straight to Indonesia. But young me was able to keep up. As a matter of fact, he was really smart. Got high places in class all the times. I'd say he did pretty good. He did pretty good. But school was the time where I really learned how to socialize and find a lot about myself. And number one was the fact that I was really good at English. I mean, I was able to speak the language at a very young age, and I'm not trying to brag, but my teacher did say I kind of mastered it. So, I think the main reason this happened was whenever a cartoon show pops up on the TV, my dad wouldn't allow me to change it to a Malay dub of the show. So he'd just open subtitles and he'd be like, yeah, listen to this, but read this. And eventually I got so used to it, I was basically I knew what each words and how everything worked. And I played a lot of games, so yeah, it could either be one of those. Speaking about games, this little kiddo here also happens to be addicted to games. Any type of games, clicker games, roguelike games. He was the #1 gamer at a very young age. Continuing with the school life, I was able to discover a few more traits about me. Number one was the fact that I was also very good with my hands, in the way that I can draw. Nothing else. This came from my father, 100%, because he's a huge fan of anime, and I just sat watching Naruto next to him like every single day of my life. So eventually I got really interested in arts, and my sister and my siblings, who were huge fans of anime, also started drawing, and I just decided that, hey, if they can do it, I want to do it too. And I was able to do it until today. And just really good art. I mean, take a look at that. That's my art right there. That's my art. Yup. The other trait that I found out about myself is that I am extremely good with my mouth and the way that I can speak. And I mean speak like a public speaker would, because I am one amazing person on the stage. I control the stage. Not to flex, but this boy right here was probably the best speaker of the entirety of Terengganu. I'm just saying. Eventually, I got to secondary school, aka, the hardest time of a teenager's life. And yeah, it didn't really work out for me during Form 1, Form 2, Form 3. As a matter of fact, during that time frame, I was more of a shut-in person. My socialness just disappeared. I was a totally different person during that time. But I was able to recover during Form 4 and Form 5, which, gave me the ego boost I needed to be the cool guy I am today. So we've come to the end of the video where I talk about my experiences in UITM, and if you're hearing a lot of noises, it's because I'm actually recording this in the college in TDM right now. And I thought that the best way that I can talk for this final chapter in the ending is by, sharing my experiences. And I'm not gonna lie, the realization that set in when I realized that I'm a college student now was kind of scary. And living here, I'm not gonna lie to you again, it's been pretty fun. I've had a lot of fun experiences. I've grown a lot since like my time at home. And my honest comment is, hey, this isn't that bad. And if I were to give an advice for like the ending of the video, it'd be that, you know, things don't work out the way you want it, but things happen. Fate has its own path, and you follow it. That's how you get to places in life. That's how I got to where I went. So, that's the end of the video. Yeah, that's it. Bye bye.